Moin Leute, bin wieder mit einem neuen Video zurück. Im letzten Video war es so, da musste ich zu einem von einer Hexe und den Helm da beschaffen. Der war dann nicht und jetzt bin ich in dem Lager. In dem Lager muss ich jetzt halt dann den Helm besorgen. Ich habe auch wieder 3 Tränke genommen. Einmal den Unsichtbarkeitstrank, Edurus, dann Maxima und Fokustrank. Den hier lasse ich jetzt erstmal, warte ich mal noch ab. Mache ich nachher, wenn ich ihn wirklich brauche. Und jetzt. So. Ja. Okay, ich nehme auch den noch. So, dann habe ich jetzt den erstmal. So. Und da habe ich jetzt alle besiegt. Hoffe ich mal. So. Der Helm wird hier drin sein. So. Ruhe auf den billigen Plätzen. So. Das waren sie jetzt alle. Dann hole ich mir noch die Kiste. Und hack erstmal Holz. So. Dann gehe ich jetzt wieder zu zu Lotgok.
Telling what lies in wait for me in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
So. Das war's das mit der Aufgabe schon. Dann werde ich jetzt gleich nochmal meine andere Aufgabe probieren, ob das funktioniert. So. Dann werde ich jetzt erstmal hier und werde nach Hogwarts wieder gehen, nämlich in den Raum der Wünsche. Und da um da die Pflanze zu bekommen, die ich angepflanzt habe.
Deke. Ah, Deke is
Ah,
so
das ist
happy
auch
to
nice.
see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then. Our first stop.
I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
So, es hat wohl sowieso nicht funktioniert. Gehe ich erstmal kurz zu Professor Garlick. Mal sehen, was Professor Garlick sagt.
Please, could you remind me the purpose of my tasks, Professor?
Of course, dear. Professor Weasley has kindly asked that I give you some tasks to ensure that your learning continues to flourish outside of the classroom. Once you've completed them all, be sure to return to me, and I'll know that you're ready to learn Flipendo.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula, and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Huh. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Dann werde ich jetzt mal... Das ist aber schon komisch irgendwie. Ich habe jetzt gerade mal noch einen anderen Mod aktiviert bei. Ich verstehe nicht, warum der Mod, warum das nicht funktioniert. So, dann mache ich jetzt halt die Aufgaben mit Sieg.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. Places. Arrest the momentum.
You got one.
Ich nehme die Beasts nehme ich halt immer mit friere ich halt mal mit Glacius ein oder halte die lass die halt stehen bleiben sozusagen. Damit ich die auch fangen kann. Und ich nehme auch immer 2 mit von jedem Geschlecht 1, weil dann kann ich irgendwann die Tiere auch züchten.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Ich habe es einfach so gemacht, es geht schneller. Es geht nämlich am schnellsten so.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Bevor ich da hingehe, nehme ich so einen Unsichtbarkeitstrank.
Arrest the momentum.
Nummer 1.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Arrest the momentum. Glacier. Arrest the momentum.
So, da habe ich jetzt dann 2 von jedem Geschlecht 1.
I'll look after you.
Ich habe ja neulich einen Talentpunkt bekommen. So. Dann rede ich jetzt mit Deke.
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Jetzt muss ich erstmal bis zur Nacht warten, damit ich die Mondkalbe fangen kann. Ich habe nur den Schnappsack da. Kurz in meine hier runtergenommen, damit ich das Display da habe. Nummer 1. Eigentlich brauche ich ja nur 1.
Levioso. Glacier.
Und da habe ich das zweite.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
So. Jetzt rede ich mit Deke wieder.
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Jetzt muss ich wieder zurück in den Raum der Wünsche.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
Oh. Da kann ich jetzt die Tierwesen ablegen. Aber ich kann da halt nur jetzt gerade.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home.
Also ich kann jetzt halt nur von jedem eins dort rauslassen. Vorerst mal für die Mission.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
So. Dann werde ich mir das erstmal wieder die nochmal kurz.
I mean you no harm.
So. Ja, dann jetzt ja. Jetzt kann ich alle Tierwesen rauslassen. Bevor ich da irgendwas mache. So. So, dann. Ich jetzt hier so eins. Und das hier. Werde ich mal hier. So. Dann war's das. Hier kann ich jetzt Tierwesen züchten. Jetzt kann ich die hier alle streicheln. Ja, mit der Bürste hier streicheln halt. So, und jetzt noch den letzten. Scheinbar neu. Wenn man, ich mache es halt immer so, dass ich allen was zu essen und dann strickeln. Und dann kann man hier mit H auf der Tastatur dann jeden einzelnen durchgehen. Mit D und A, wie man oben sieht, kann man die dann wechseln, die Tierwesen. Immer zum nächsten. Und dann war es das schon. So. Jetzt habe ich alle eingesammelt. Jetzt rede ich nochmal mit Deke.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
So, jetzt muss ich nur noch den verzauberten Webstuhl beschwören. Aufstellen. Nicht hier. So. Ich habe ja hier eine legendäre Ausrüstung. Mit F kann man dann halt so Talent hinzufügen, so ein Stein. Also brauchen wir aber erstmal dieses Knieselhaar. Ich werde nur kurz noch mal ein bisschen was verschieben. So. So. Mit rechter Maustaste kann man dann das aufwerten. Wenn man halt die nötigen Materialien hat, kann man die aufwerten dann. Ich werde mir nur die bessere Ausrüstung kurz anlegen. So. Oh, das Aussehen muss ich jetzt nicht ändern, aber ändere ich noch. Ich nehme kurz einfach. Ey, was ist denn das, was ich. Ja. So, dann ändere ich mal das hier noch ab. Ich habe ja. Das lasse ich mal so, dann ich nehme jetzt einfach mal alles, das Schatzsuche-Outfit. So, dann war es das erstmal. Und der Rest. Bevor ich jetzt noch kurz, bevor ich jetzt das Video beende, hole ich mir noch eine Sache. Nämlich in Hogsmeade. Gibt's ja jetzt hier das, da gehe ich mal kurz hier ran. So. Aber danach mache ich dann das Video zu Ende. Weil ich jetzt das hier noch gesorgt habe, sag ich mal. Hier gibt es nämlich eine spezielle, ein Tierladen sozusagen. Ein Biestladen, wo man die Biest-Sachen holen kann.
And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery's St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose. The cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
Jetzt werde ich mir mal kurz das holen.
Now, what sorts of beast
Ich kaufe mir einfach alles da kurz ab.
You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say.
So.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Und das war's auch schon mit dem Video. Ja, vielleicht zumindest. Ja, das war's schon mit dem Video. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.
Walk with the Glock on the fucker report. Boy, out with his head, we play soccer. I be with a walker, I like a